Namaste, my beautiful friends, and welcome to your yoga practice. Thank you for joining me today. We are going to begin this practice lying down on our backs, on our mats, with our feet spread mat width distance apart, arms out to our sides, palms facing the sky, closing down our eyes, and relaxing our whole body. Just breathing here, checking in with our breath, tuning into our body, just noticing how we feel today, how our body feels, our thoughts. We're here to take care of ourselves today. So just allow your body to melt into your mat. Allow your mind to be free. Just focus on your breathing and yourself for this practice. Begin wiggling your fingers and your toes. We're going to wake up our body, reaching our arms above our head for a long stretch, stretching that body out, taking the longest stretch you've taken all day. Feels awesome. Now we're going to hug our knees into our chest, wrapping our arms around our shins. And if you like, peeling your forehead off the mat and lifting it and touching it towards your knees, maybe rocking side to side, massaging your lower back, relaxing your head back down, placing your hands on your kneecaps, drawing circles in the air, one way, then the other, the opposite direction. Just warming everything up. Let's tee our arms out to the sides and let both knees fall to the right side of your mat, gazing over your left shoulder. Breathing here, feeling that stretch. So good. Just noticing our inhales and our exhales. Breathing here, closing down our eyes. Letting our thoughts go, just focusing on the practice. Come back through center. Now let your knees fall to your left side, gazing over your right. Feeling that twist, breathing here, enjoying the stretch. Awesome. Take a couple more breaths here. Come back through center, place your hands behind your thighs and rock back and forth on your spine. Do this a couple times and then come to a seated position. We're going to make some circles with our bodies, so just rest your hands on your knees and just sway front, side to back to side. Just making circular motions with our body, keeping our sit bones on the mat. Breathing here, closing down our eyes. Maybe rotating now to the other direction. Continue making circles with our body. Slow circular motion. Now we're going to sit up tall, breathing in, extending, stretching your arms up, exhaling and reaching them out in front of you, bringing your hands down to the mat or to the floor in front of you. Keeping your sit bones grounded, relaxing your head and your neck. Just breathing here. Feeling the stretch, letting everything go. Begin walking your hands back up. And now we're going to switch our legs so the opposite leg is crossed in front. And we're going to do some seated cat-cow exercises here. So inhaling, lifting your chest, exhaling, pressing into your hands, rounding your spine. Inhale, lifting the shoulders back, looking up, exhale, rounding your spine, linking your movements and your breath. Inhale, exhale, pressing into your hands, rounding your spine. Inhale, lifting your shoulders back, looking up, reaching your chest forward. Exhale, pressing into your hands, rounding your spine. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to inhale, reaching our arms up, stretching our arms up, exhaling, reaching out in front and bringing your hands back down in front of you. Feeling the stretch on this side. Breathing here, noticing any differences in our body with our legs in a different position. Breathing in and out. Gonna walk our hands back up, placing your feet on the mat. Bring your hands behind your knees on your thighs for boat pose. So we're gonna lift our feet off the ground, finding your balance. Engaging your core, shins parallel to the mat, holding here, feeling that strong core energy. Maybe you're bringing your arms out to the sides, palms facing up. If you want a little bit more core work, keep breathing. Doing an amazing job. If you want a little extra core work, you can straighten your legs, remembering to keep your balance. Breathing here. Awesome. Okay, so we're going to come back into tabletop position and do some more rounds of cat-cow. So we're on our hands and knees, maybe just swaying side to side, getting comfortable here, grounding into our mat, whatever feels good. Inhale. Gazing up, exhale, rounding belly button to spine, cat position. Inhale, extend. Exhale, belly button to spine, rounding your back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now we're going to tuck our toes under, lifting our hips up and back for downward facing dog. Let's pedal out our dog, releasing one heel down to the mat, then the other, forming an upside down V shape with our body. Let's just pedal that out for our first downward dog of the day. Feels so good. Awesome. Don't worry if your heels don't touch the mat. It's not important. We're just getting a nice stretch here. So let's bend our knees, gaze forward at the front of our mat and take some little baby steps till we reach the top of our mat for forward fold. Let's just let our whole body hang heavy here. Maybe clasping onto opposite elbows. Inhaling and exhaling, maybe nodding our head yes and no, swaying side to side. Remembering to keep a bend in our knees if this is more comfortable. You can bend your knees as much as you like. Just remembering to let your whole upper body just feel heavy. We're going to place our hands back down to the mat. Inhale, hands to shins, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to standing, reaching your arms up. Exhale, palms to heart, down to center. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, forward fold, swan dive down, back down to our mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reaching your arms out and up. Palms touching. Exhale, bringing the palms back down to heart. Inhale, reaching out and up. Exhale, swan diving those hands back down to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reaching the arms up, palms together. Exhale, bringing your palms back down to heart. Now we're going to keep our feet grounded, eyes closed, and we're just going to focus on our entire body here. So really grounding our feet down into our mat, each toe, our heels, soles of our feet, keeping our spine strong, shoulders down, away from our ears. Breathing here. We are stable. We are strong. Just focusing on our body from the crown of our head down to the soles of our feet. Being thankful here for our amazing, strong, powerful bodies. Now we're going to open our eyes and shift our weight to our left foot, lifting our right foot up for tree pose. So you can bring your foot either to your ankle or thigh. Just make sure you're avoiding your knee. And when you get your balance, you can bring your palms together. Breathing here, focus on something to get your balance. Pressing your palms into each other. Maybe reaching up. Bring your arms up to the sky. Beautiful. Breathing here, focusing. Maybe even smiling. Maybe falling out of your tree. And that's okay. You just get back in and bring your hands back down to heart. Let's shake it off. We did a good job. Woo! Yeah. Okay. So now we're going to shift the weight into the right foot, bringing the left foot to the thigh or ankle for tree pose on the opposite side. Getting our balance, hands to heart once we have our balance. And again, we can start bringing our palms up and over, growing that tree. You got it. Beautiful. Extending those branches. Awesome. Amazing. Breathing here, focusing, bringing your hands back down to heart center, releasing that leg back down to the mat. And shake it out. Yeah! Woo! Okay. We're going to inhale here, reaching our arms to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge from your hips. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, long spine. Exhale, bring your hands back down to your mat and step your right foot back for low lunge. Left foot forward, right foot back. Remembering to keep the ankle below the knee. Once you get your balance, we're going to inhale, rise up to crescent lunge, strong legs, shoulders away from your ears. Draw your right hip forward, left hip back. Relaxing those shoulders, strong legs. We're going to stay in this pose for a few breaths, so get comfortable, get strong, get your balance. Beautiful. Beautiful crescent lunge. Don't forget to breathe. Breathing here. You got it. Stay strong. Now we're going to exhale to warrior two. Right heel pivots down, open up, fingertips reach towards frontwards and back, bending into that front knee, reaching long through our fingers for warrior two. Remembering to keep our shoulders away from our ears, arms parallel, maybe gazing out across your front fingertips. Knee and ankle on your front foot stacked. Legs strong. Warrior two, girl. You got it. Now we're going to inhale into reverse warrior. Left arm to the sky, right arm to the lower back. Bending into the left knee. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down and step back into downward dog. Let's pedal this out. Feels so good. Okay, inhale. Let's bend our knees, look forward, and step or hop to the front of our mat for forward fold. Exhale, releasing our hands back down to the mat and stepping your left foot back for low lunge. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Okay, now we're going to step our foot back for the low lunge. I'm not recording this over again, so yeah. We are going to rise to crescent lunge, drawing the left hip forward, right hip back. There you go. Perfect. Crescent lunge. Breathing here. Keeping those legs strong. You got it. Keep breathing. Staying here for a couple breaths. Staying strong. We're going to exhale to warrior two. The left heel pivots down, opening up, fingertips reaching forward and back. Warrior two. Looking good. Keep breathing, stay strong. That looks pretty good. Look at you go, warrior two. Now we're going to inhale, reverse warrior, right arm to the sky, left arm to your lower back. Breathing here, keeping that front leg the same as it was in warrior two. Looking up at the sky, if that's comfortable for you. Exhale, cartwheeling the hands down and stepping back into downward dog. Pedaling that out. We are doing amazing. Good job. Getting a nice stretch here. Releasing our heels down. So now you're going to lower your knees down to the mat for child's pose. So big toes together, hips to the knees. Knees wide. Feel your body expanding with each inhale and exhale. You can have your arms forward or to your sides, whichever is comfortable for you. Forehead down to the mat or to a block. Just staying here for a few breaths in our child's pose. Breathing here. Inhaling, exhaling. Enjoying this restorative pose. Coming back to our breath. Just breathing here. I'm going to stay here for a few breaths. Enjoying this time in our child's pose on our mat. Okay, now we're going to come back to tabletop, and we are going to tuck our toes under and push our hips back and out to downward dog. Pedaling that out. Inhaling, bending our knees. Looking forward, exhale, stepping or hopping to the front of our mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold, releasing your head and neck. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, palms together, back down to heart. Inhaling, reaching your arms up. Exhale, forward fold, swan diving those arms down. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Stepping our right foot back into low lunge. We're going to rise up to a crescent lunge. We've been here before. Strong legs, shoulders away from the ears. We're going to exhale, opening to warrior two. Breathing here. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle, left forearm to thigh and right arm up. Breathing here. Staying strong. You've got it. Didn't realize you were going to be in this pose for a while. Neither did I. Okay, we're going to inhale back to reverse warrior. Exhale, cartwheeling our hands down and stepping back to downward dog. Let's pedal that out. Awesome. We're doing an awesome job, people. Inhaling, bending our knees, looking forward, stepping or hopping to the front of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rising up, reaching your arms up. Exhale, palms touching, down to heart center. Fix your hair. Inhale, reaching your arms up. Exhale, bringing it all back down to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Stepping your left foot back into low lunge. Rising up to crescent lunge. You got it. We've been here before. Good times. Holding that crescent lunge, shoulders away from the ears, legs strong. Exhale, opening to warrior two. Arms parallel. Super smiley face. You got it. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Right forearm down to the thigh and left arm up. You can also bring that arm down towards your ankle or to touch the mat. I just like it on my thigh. It's easier for me, but whichever you prefer, you go for it. Breathing here, remembering to keep that knee and ankle stacked. Your front knee and ankle stacked. Don't be pushing it back or forward. Just trying to keep it nice and stacked. And breathing. Lots going on here. Holding this. Exhale, or inhale, reverse warrior, sorry. Exhale, cartwheeling our hands down and stepping back into downward dog. Paddle that out. And then we're going to lower our knees down to child's pose. We're going to do a little bit more restorative child's pose. Knees together, arms back, palms facing up, head touching the mat, forehead touching the mat or a block. And just breathing here. Done some hard work. Deserve a little break here. So enjoying our restorative child's pose. Keep breathing. Focusing on our breath, focusing on all the good work we're doing today for our bodies and our minds and our spirits. It's amazing. Breathing here. Letting everything go. Coming back to your normal breathing. We're going to slowly come back up to tabletop position and do a few rounds of cat-cow. So inhaling, reaching, or stretching up. Exhale, belly button to spine, cat position, rounding that spine. Inhale, extend, lengthening. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. Inhale. Exhale, rounding that spine. Coming back to neutral. Exhaling into downward facing dog. And we're going to inhale, reaching our right leg high. Exhale, sending our shin forward for pigeon. So right knee forward, or right knee toward right wrist, sorry. Shin parallel at the top of our mat. Making sure that our leg behind us is straight. Sitting up tall. And when you're ready, or if you want, you can crawl your hands forward into resting pigeon. You can rest your forehead on the mat or on your hands, your fists, or a block if you have one. Just letting it all go into our resting pigeon. We're going to be here for a few breaths, so try to get into position and hold it there. Try not to fidget around or adjust. Just stay in your resting pigeon pose. feeling the stretch. Breathing in and out, focusing on our breath, focusing on how our body feels. Don't let your mind wander. Just try to keep focusing on our practice and why we're here today. Breathing here in and out, exhaling, inhaling. If you've come this far in this practice, this is amazing. You're doing this for you, and that's important. Keep breathing here. Staying in our resting pigeon. You've got it. Breathing here. Keep breathing. Staying strong. You can do this. Inhaling, exhaling. Focusing on our bodies. You're doing amazing. Now we're going to walk our hands back in, tuck our toes under, and reach your right leg to the sky. Shake it out. Probably need that. Back and forth, circles, whatever feels good. And then we're going to release it back down to the mat for downward dog. And we are going to do pigeon on the other side. Inhaling, reaching our left leg up. Exhale, sending your shin forward. Left knee towards your left wrist. Sitting up tall. Crawling our hands forward if this is comfortable for you. Resting your forehead down on the mat. Or on your fists, hands, mat, block, anything that's comfortable for you, because you're going to be in this position for a few breaths. So get comfortable, get in position, and just focus on our breath right now. Focus on our inhales and our exhales. Focus on how our body is feeling in this beautiful resting pigeon position. Remembering that we're taking this time today to focus on ourselves and our bodies and our minds and our spirits. We're going to be here for a couple more breaths, so stay strong. You've got it. Keep breathing. Stay in your posture. You can do this. This is a long one, but it's a good one. So just stay focused. Remember why you're here right now. You're doing this for you. Keep breathing. Stay with it. Focus on your breath. If your mind is wandering, just bring it back to your present, back to this practice. Remembering why we're here. Keep breathing. Now we're slowly going to walk our hands back in, tucking our toes under, reaching your left leg to the sky and shaking that out. Oh boy, does that feel good. Move it around, make some big circles, whatever you like. Release it back down to the mat, into our downward dog position, and we're going to pedal that out for a second. And then shifting our weight forward to high plank. Oh, you thought we were done? Oh no. We're going to lower down to our knees, pointing our elbows back, strong core, hands by your sides. Hug those elbows in, press into the top of your feet. And we are going to, pressing into the top of our feet. Pulling our chest off the ground. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower for baby cobra. Inhale. Lifting, lengthening. Exhale, lowering back down. Inhaling, maybe even hovering those hands off the mat. Exhaling back down. Now release your hands back to your sides, palms facing up, and turn your head to the side. Breathing here. Oh, I'll bet you're enjoying this. I know I am. This is awesome. Let's take a few breaths here. Your body has worked really hard today. Keep breathing. Turn your head to the other side. Keep breathing here. Closing down our eyes. So good. You guys are amazing. Keep breathing. Don't fall asleep. So good. Okay, we're going to press back up to child's pose. And we're going to bring our hands back above our head, back of our neck, like a little shark fin. Oh, feeling the stretch, feels amazing. You can do any type of child's pose you like. This one just feels so good at the moment. Breathing here. Now we're going to come back into a seated position. And we are going to, I don't know why I'm adjusting my mat here, but we are going to roll onto our back, knees up for bridge pose. So pressing through our feet, bringing our heels towards our fingertips, pushing down through the palms of our hands. We are going to lift our hips off the ground. Yeah, I don't know why I put my mat that way. It's easier to show this way. And then if you like, you can tuck your shoulder blades in, maybe making a fist with your hands underneath. Lifting those hips up for bridge pose. Now, as you can see, I can't go very far for bridge pose. This is all I can do. So if this is all you can do, that's perfectly cool. If you can do more, awesome. But don't push yourself. If this is it, this is it. We're going to lower our hips back down to the mat. and bring our knees towards our chest. And we're going to come into happy baby pose. So clasping onto the insides or the outsides of our feet, keeping our back flat on the mat, your lower back, your tailbone, making sure that that's on the mat. Rocking side to side, maybe extending one leg out, then the other, making sure your knees are being kind of pressed down towards the mat. Extending one leg out, then the other. Remembering to keep that tailbone down. Awesome. So now we're going to do what we did at the beginning, bringing our arms out to a T, knees to the right, looking to the left. Breathing here for this supine twist. Taking a couple breaths here. Amazing. Bringing our legs back through center, dropping to the other side, looking over your shoulder, feeling that twist. Breathing here. Feels so good. Coming back to center. Hugging those knees back into the chest, maybe rocking side to side. Releasing everything, giving your lower back a little massage. Feels so good. If you like, bringing your forehead up to touch your knees. Awesome. Releasing back down to the mat. Bringing the heels of our feet to touch. Yeah, I don't know why I'm in this. Why did I do this? But anyways, I'm going to bring my mat back over this way. Laying back on our mats. Bringing the soles of our feet to touch, knees out to the sides. If this is as far as your knees can go, that's totally cool. Maybe placing one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. This is my favorite position. Butterfly pose or cobbler's pose. Breathing here. Just remembering why we're here today, giving thanks to this beautiful practice, to our bodies, to our minds, to our spirits, being thankful for what we have today, right in this moment. Breathing here, staying present. You're doing the best that you can. You remember that. Releasing good energy in, releasing good energy out. Staying kind, loving your body, loving yourself, and loving others. I want to thank you all so much for joining me in this practice today. Stay strong. Stay hopeful. Stay present. Love you all. Namaste.